Can I ask the question of what your allocation currently is with GFT?
Everything since I started, first 2 years was pretty hard to me. I lost a lot of money with Profirm, also some life capital.
Is there any one last piece of advice for a trader that's potentially looking to get to your level, that wants to, receive consistent payouts and become a full-time trader? Is there any last piece of advice that you give them? All right, guys, welcome to the new GFT video. In this video, I'm going to be interviewing a GFT trader named Daniel. Daniel, would you like to introduce yourself to all the viewers?
Hey guys, my name is Daniel. I've been trading for a few years now. Glad to be here.
How long have you been trading for GFT?
The Profirm, I've been trading since September, I think. Late August, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And we recently spoke about your payouts, your experience, your account allocation. I've got all that in front of me, but I want you to talk about it in the rest of the interview. So of course, like throughout your trading career, you've probably had setbacks, you probably had struggles, you probably had elements in your career is there any highlights in your career that you can talk about in regards to setbacks and things like that?
Yeah, pretty much the whole career. Like everything since I started, first 2 years was pretty hard to me. I lost a lot of money with Profirm, also some life capital. But around 1 year ago, a year and a half, everything started to change. I started to see some money, and now I'm living from this. I'm a full-time trader.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, no, that's great. So you've been trading with GFT since September. How long have you been trading officially then?
I mean, I was introduced to trading back in 2020, but I didn't start trading until I think it was January 2021.
Okay, so you've been.
That's when I first,
You've been trading for a long time then. Yeah, I'm similar. I had a very similar experience. I started trading options first, and then I got into Forex later on and prop firms or whatnot. So apart from setbacks and struggles that you've had throughout your career, what are kind of the biggest highlights throughout your career, the biggest achievements that you've had?
Well, first of all, living from this, being able to make a living from this, that was my main goal. Because, we could get a job, we could live, let's say, a good life, but we won't be able to have the time that we probably want, to spend with our families, to do whatever we want. So when I first saw trading, since the beginning, I knew, okay, this is what I want. And that was my main goal. Also help my family, support them. And pretty much that's all that I wanted to achieve.
Okay. And you can happily say you've achieved that now?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant. That's great. That's great to hear. I think the main thing for me with trading is freedom, being able to kind of wake up whenever you want, go to bed whenever you want, play golf and do activities whenever you want.
Exactly.
The beauty of it. So yeah, no, that's great to hear. So in your getting into your trading world then, what pairs do you typically trade, or what metals do you trade?
I only trade Nasdaq. So yeah, most of the time, I mean, sometimes I could take a trade on S&P 500, but most of the time it's Nasdaq. That was the first pair that I trade, and I stick to it since the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. Through the process, I changed, but I always came back to NAS because it's let's say I have a toxic relationship with Nasdaq.
Yeah, you always, if you lose a bit of money, you just want to make it back from it, don't you? That's why I have that with gold. You said that you only trade one pair, which is NAS. Is that something that you suggest for other traders? Like, do you think you suggest trading one pair?
Yes, because every pair moves in a different way. So I think in this way, I think that you have to create like a relationship with the pair. So even though you could have a very good strategy, but you need to like get used to how that pair move. And not every single pair moves the same. So for example, gold has like its own way to move. And let's say you've been trading gold for years, you already know that when price does this, then so that's why I always recommend people to 1 or 2 pairs, no more than that.
I know a lot of people trade like 10 different pairs, but sometimes it can get quite confusing, especially with divergences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I like that. So you trade the NAS. What type of technical analysis do you use typically? SMC, ICT, or?
It's like a mix of everything. but most of the time it's based on liquidity graphs, Fibonacci also.
Yeah.
So that's basically my main strategy. I just look for the market to grab some liquidity from some prior lows or resting liquidity, equal lows, equal highs, and then from there just wait for a change of structure. It's just pretty basic.
Yeah,
nothing that complicated.
Effective.
I don't make it more complicated than it actually is.
Yeah. No, I think very basic and simple is the most important thing in trading. I think risk to reward over strategy is way more important. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So what type of risk to reward would you typically use then?
It depends, but most of the time it's 3-to-1. Okay, I stick to 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. But it depends. Sometimes I do some trading and stop loss. If the setup is pretty good and I have most of the time frame, let's say bullish, I probably let it run for a little bit more. So yeah, it depends on that. But most of the time, like if you go to the dashboard, it would be around 2.5 to 3-to-1, maybe a little bit more.
Do you usually stick to one time frame or
5 minutes? Let's say it's my main one, 5, 4.
Okay.
But I always looking at the higher time frames, 4 hour, 1 daily, also 1 hour.
Yeah. Is that just to get an overall view of?
To see where we are. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's really like vital if people are trading?
Yes. Yeah. People get caught in small time frames. I know that you could make money with trading like 1 minute, 2 minutes. I know people who actually make a lot of money, but at the end, in my opinion, higher time frames are gonna tell you where the market should go. We don't know, but we never know where the market's gonna go. It's just based on probabilities. But most of the time, higher time frames will give you the best probabilities.
Yeah. I've interviewed like a few traders now, and I hear probabilities a lot. So do you base most of your trading just off probabilities and risk to reward?
Yes. Yeah, probabilities. It's just trading technical analysis is not that hard. What made this a really complicated, let's say, career, is basically just how we react, how we when we had a loss, how we actually accept probabilities. Because when you place a trade, always you're placing that trade because you think you want to win, right? But you don't know what the market's gonna do. You don't know if even if you have a very high win rate, you don't know if something's gonna happen out there and then market's gonna just go down. So basically, accepting probabilities for me is key. So when I'm entering a trade, I'm fine. Whatever it happens, tomorrow will be another day. So if I have another setup in the single day, I could take it as well. I could take up to 2, max 3 trades, depending on the risk. But yeah, accepting probabilities is key.
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people I work with strictly look at one trade and they lose one trade, and that defines their entire trading career. Like today, for example, I lost 1.5% on a funded account, and to me, because I understand probabilities and risk to reward, I'll make that back and even more over time. I just need to give myself time, fresh days, etc. So I'm happy that we have that in common.
That's a good thing. You don't, just because you lost today doesn't mean you're gonna end of the week win. So
it's true.
Just chill out. I just look at the whole month. I have a month to make money, to just do my thing. And even if I don't make money, you have to accept that as well.
Yeah.
Because not every single one is going to be good.
Yeah. So you've been trading with GFT for a long time now, which is great to hear. Can I ask the question of what your allocation currently is with GFT?
It's 200K.
200K. Okay. And is you've just had a 200K account? Is that all you've had?
That's all I had. Yeah. But I had a previous account that I let go. But right now I have 200K with it.
200K. And how many payouts have you made with that $200,000 account?
3.
With payouts. Okay. Yeah. And what's the total from those 3 payouts, if you don't mind?
Well, I'm not sure. I could look it up. I think the first one was around 7K. The second one was around 3K. And then this one was almost 5K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the experience with the whole funding journey and the payouts structure, was everything okay?
Everything looks great. Yeah, everything is great with them so far.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. So what made you choose GFT initially?
No minimum trading days.
Yeah?
That's one of the things. And also I went to Trustpilot, I'm not gonna lie. So went to Trustpilot, when a lot of people, a lot of traders talking, leaving good reviews about the company, and that's a green light for me.
Yeah. I think Trustpilot, we've got like a 4.8 star rating or something like that. I know that might be Trading Pilot, and I think Trustpilot's around 4.1 star.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more. I mean, I haven't checked lately, but I think it's...
I've got a note here actually. So 4.1 star on Trustpilot, 4.3 star on Prop Match, and 4.8 star on Trading Pilot. So overall, so that's kind of the main reason that you got into GFT was, well, no trading days, no minimum trading days, and also the reviews online.
Also bi-weekly payouts with the add-on.
Yeah, with the add-on. Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, that's why a lot of people typically gravitate towards GFT, because there's just so many reviews out there for GFT that are just like really positive, good experiences, and everyone I've spoke to has had really good experiences, which is it's great to see. So from your experience with GFT, would you suggest GFT to others?
Yeah, that's a great company. I mean, we're living in the, let's say, last few months has been crazy in the industry. A lot of company pro firms shutting down, and so far GoFunded has been doing good. Yeah,
I think it helps that GFT have their own tech as well, so they have their own tech behind everything that's going on. So it gives them a lot of leverage. There's a lot of backing companies behind GFT, from my understanding. So it does help keep them sustainable. You see prop firms going down left, right, and center, and I think GFT's one of very few that's kept afloat and kept all their, rules and prices all the same. So it is great to see. Yeah, I was curious if it would be cool for a segment in the video to go through a trade that you've taken recently and break it down for the viewers, if that's...
Yeah, I could. I select the one. Yeah, so basically, this trade was pretty simple. Most of the time frame, in my opinion, were bullish. So I was expecting the price to just give me a discount, grab some liquidity again. That's what I look for, and then exchange the structure. So basically here, price swaps some liquidity from these previous lows, and then tap into my area of interest, which is this one. And then from there, it's pretty simple again, 4 or 5 minutes, look for the change structure, or maybe it was 2 minutes on this one. Let me just make sure. Yes, so I took it in 2 minutes. Had a little bit of drag down, but then price went to my target, which was this prior high.
Yeah, no, that's a brilliant trade. It's a very clean trade. And you took this trade today?
No, this is the one I took on the one that gave me the first payout. The one I took today, I'll show you right now, was pretty much the same. Price change structure around here, and then I go back to the 50%. Give me again the change of structure that was around here. Took the trade here. I think took around here, but it was a loss. Yeah, that was the trade.
Yeah, no, it's still a very clean trade. Like the technical analysis makes sense to me. It's just, unfortunately, losses are a part of trading,
Yeah.
But that trade that you took with, that got you the payout with GFT, that trade was very clean. I've seen a similar trade like that on GU today, actually. If you go onto GU, it looks like GBP/USD, looks the exact same.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
You're right.
Wow, same chart.
Yeah, looks the same. Pretty much the same. I don't usually trade Forex. I'm back when I first started, I did trade some Euro USD, but I didn't like it at all. I mean, I like the volatility on Nasdaq, so I haven't looked at Forex in a long time, to be honest with you.
Have you ever traded futures?
Yeah.
Yeah. GoFunded traders bringing out their futures.
Yes, I heard something about it. Yeah, really.
Are you interested on potentially getting an account with GFT futures?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Just gotta wait for the rules and, take a look and try it out. Why not?
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's a lot of information that will be coming out soon. Yeah, so brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's, like you said, very simple strategy, but the important thing is your probabilities, your statistics, your win to reward, everything, risk to reward, everything like that is the most important part. Now, that's all the questions that I had. Amazing achievements again, congratulations for your payouts with GFT, and I'm sure I've looked through your Instagram. You've got various other different payouts from other different prop firms. See you live trading all the time, which is great. Is there any one last piece of advice for a trader that's potentially looking to get to your level, that wants to, receive consistent payouts and become a full-time trader? Is there any last piece of advice that you give them?
Stick to the plan. I mean, trade the plan. Yeah, basically that's simple. Just don't make it a step, because most of the people in the industry, a lot of friends I have, people that are new to trading, and I did that mistake too. They want to know the reason behind every single move of the market. Okay, and we don't know that. We are here just to set probabilities, to just do our job, which is, in my opinion, execute the trading plan and let it do whatever it's gonna do.
Yeah, it's perfect. And it's very similar to every funded trader that I've spoken to. Just make a plan, trade it. If it doesn't work out, it will work out over time. And that's basically it. So yeah, you've had an amazing journey with GFT. Like you said, you've been trading with them since September. You've had 3 payouts, 7,000, 3,000 and 5,000. And you've had good success in your career. So use this time to potentially promote your Instagram, tell where people can find you and things like that. Maybe if they want guidance, they can come to a funded trader like yourself. It's very inspirational.
Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hopefully I can see you on a part 2 very soon, and we can jump into another call and discuss everything that's going on.
Yeah, right now.